a certain degree of routine, if routine can be the repetition of the same 4 or 5 adjectives: curious, attentive, efficient, confident, stellar. A National Merit finalist and cum laude inductee, Anna has been careful never to let her success get in the way. As in the words of her government teacher, Chris Davies, she has, quote, bravely volunteered to speculate on the most complex issues the class has addressed, and by doing so, made important connections between the history of our government and its practice today, end quote. First in line in a gifted and accomplished class, Anna will have daily opportunities to both speculate and connect when she arrives this fall in Philadelphia as a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania. It gives me great pleasure to present our 45th valedictorian, Anna Mathew.
Ms. Stevens, President Kyle, faculty, friends, family, and fellow graduates. The reason my classmates and I sit before you on this stage is in large part due to the faculty of North Cross School. In Indian culture, there is a concept known as Guru Dakshina. This refers to the tradition of repaying one's teacher after the completion of a period of study. This tradition is one of acknowledgement, respect, and thanks for one's teachers, which goes beyond the walls of the classroom. Traditionally in India, before a child begins school, the teacher who will be responsible for this child's education comes to the house of the family. The teacher helps the student write his or her first word at home before the child's first day of school. This teacher remains an important person in the child's life. Then, after this child grows up and decides to marry, this same teacher is treated as a guest of honor, whose blessing is requested before the marriage takes place. I believe that this concept is an important one. Our teachers have instilled in us many things for which we cannot thank them enough. I would like to share some of the life lessons which our teachers have taught us. From our 8th grade English teacher, Mr. Cass, our class learned the value of the importance of determination. Perhaps this can best be illustrated by the time Mr. Cass was playing Frisbee with some of my classmates on the field between this building and Slack Hall. Someone threw it far too long, and with said determination, Mr. Cass ran for the catch, smashed into the windows of Old Slack, shattered glass, injured his head, and came up arguing that his points had to count, completely ignoring his injury and everything else. From Mr. Lane in 9th grade, we learned the value of open-mindedness. Anything and everything was up for discussion, and Mr. Lane taught us to really listen to one another's opinion before jumping in with our own. He opened our eyes to each other's interests by allowing us to do projects on anything we wanted and presenting them to our peers in any way we felt comfortable. From Dr. McDonald, we got our first glimpse of the beauty of organized chaos, never knowing what would happen in the class. Our discussions ranged from literature and art to mathematical theorems and quantum physics, but we always knew that we could be tested on anything by Dr. McDonald, proving that there was at least some method to our madness. And finally, from Miss Grayson, we learned about dedication. The dedication that she and these other teachers share for their profession. Miss Grayson came back out of retirement to teach Latin when the school needed her, simply because she cares about students so much. I know that none of the teachers of North Cross School would hesitate to teach students in need, and it is for this dedication above all else that I thank them. North Cross would be nothing without these men and women, for they are the ones who make this institution great. And of course, when we students are not with our teachers, we are under the eyes of our parents and our families. Each person on the stage behind me has a story of gratitude to share with his or her family, and I am lucky enough to be able to share mine now. I'd like to thank my whole family. The cousins who tease me, the aunts and uncles who cheer me on, my brother who keeps me in line, and my parents, who have been a continuous source of love and support. There is no way to even begin to list all they've done for me, so I will leave it at a simple thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all that you give me every day. Finally, I'd like to thank the people sitting on either side of me. This class has shaped my personality ever since kindergarten, has me to value different opinions and natures than my own, and has shown me new parts of myself. I am so proud of each individual on this stage and honored to count myself among them. Looking towards the future, I know that these intelligent, funny, and kind people will be the ones to change the world for the better, and I, for one, could not be more excited. I'd like to leave you with a quote. I couldn't find one that fit perfectly, so I had to paraphrase a little. As Miss Gracie could tell you, Julius Caesar famously uttered the sentence, "Veni, vidi, vici," meaning I came, I saw, I conquered, after his victory at the Battle of Zela. Well, I'm going to alter this a bit. Venimus, vidimus, vicimus. We came, we saw, we conquered North Cross School. Now on to the rest of it. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2008.